Hey, good morning. Happy Monday. And for some of you that may be going to work today, it may not necessarily be a happy Monday, but I do have a solution for you. For those of you who are wanting to stop bridging that gap between your business and somebody else's. In other words, you're ready to leave your job. There's secrets to building your business that you're not aware of that can really help you get the jump start you need to get the things you need to take your business to the next level so that you can stop working for somebody else. Working hard is not going to do it. Working more is not going to do it. I always say that me and my people die by a million paper cuts. And what I mean by that is that we don't know we don't have an education in making money. And that lack of education in money cost us our lives because we're trying to play by what we think the rules are. Good morning, CC. And these are not necessarily the rules. And so with that being said, the mass majority of us, if we had $100,000 today, would have the money that we need to build our business, to grow our brands, and to ultimately quit our jobs. But because we don't have that level of startup capital, we're getting left out. So I'm hosting a free webinar, bit.ly/BizCredit 2022. Good morning, Joanne, to show you how to leverage business credit to not just grow your business, but to eventually free you from your job. And this may be something you know already and you've just never acted on. This may be something that this is your first time hearing. I know for me, I always heard about business credit, but I didn't know how to get started with it, didn't necessarily know what to do with it, and did not know how advantageous it was to my ability to grow my business. I'm thinking if I'm making a ton of cash, why do I need credit? But that is not true. The big businesses use credit often because in doing so, it allows them to keep their cash and capital free. And if we don't start learning what big businesses are doing, we will stay a small business forever. It's always amazing on this journey to master money and to master teaching other people money, how very much we don't know. I'm thinking about doing a whole Black History Month segment on Black women and money. And you guys tell me if that's something that you would like to hear. Because I think that as Black women, we've been taught to work hard, but not necessarily work smart. We've been taught to be the beast of burden, but not necessarily expect a reward for those things that we're out there doing. And we're pulling a great deal in these companies, in the world. We're doing a lot. I know me personally, from being a single mother to working a corporate job and then becoming an entrepreneur, nobody was giving me credit. I would hear things like my attitude was bad. I would hear things like, I'm lazy, all the Black women on welfare, just things that are utterly untrue. And I really didn't have a whole lot of models for Black women that were out there doing something other than working a job, doing something other than, what the system says. They say we spend all our money on hair and jewelry, but that's not true. We spend money to look good just like every other race spends money to look good. But the truth of the matter is, because we don't have a lot of money that is discretionary, because we're not paid equally, because you got the money to buy a vacation home and we don't, it looks like a appropriate amount is being spent on things. But all women spend money to look good. All women, no matter what race, ethnicity, it doesn't matter. Spends money at the jewelry store, spends money at the clothes shop, spends money at the hair salon and the nail salon. So don't just put it on Black women. Don't just say we out there starving our family to get a wig, because we're not. And the truth be told, we take care of our families and some other families too, because the level of work that we contribute to society is insurmountable, while the level of pay that we receive from society is excruciatingly low. So with that being said, I just want you guys, what do y'all think about the whole Black history, black women and money for Black history? Because I think we, again, need an education on how to move the needle. We never had anybody teach us what real money is and why real money is so important. We've been lied to about our worth for so long that we don't charge it. We've been plagued with identity that has to do with our hair and our color, and it's the same hair and the same color that everybody else is dying to get. It's people out there dying to make their hair nappy. It's people out there dying to make their skin dark. It's people out there dying. When I say dying, I mean literally tanning so much they get cancer. Literally dying on the operating table trying to get butt jobs and boob jobs, when we have it naturally and can't stand it. It's one of those testaments to people never want what they really have. So if you haven't shared this broadcast, make sure you do, because I think, when I think Black history, I have no choice but to think about my sisters and how much of our intellect, our swag, our confidence has been stolen. And what do we need to do to get it back? What do we need to do to not sit by and allow the financial persecution to continue when we do so much work? We're disciplined. We're smart. We catch on fast. We're confidential. We do other people's work and keep a secret. Baby, we need to learn to honor and respect those things about us that make us great. Thank you, Joanne, for sharing. But I'm serious. I think this Black women and money, the truth about Black women and money, I think it's a necessary topic. And I don't think that we leverage it enough. The media has painted the fact that we don't get along. I don't think that's true. And the rich women that they show us on the Housewives and the ball players' wives, I don't think that the average woman is like that. So I don't know about you, but I'm sick of the misrepresentation of the Black woman. And I think that if we don't stand up and use our voice, good morning, Tanisha, to inspire change, if we don't stand up and start getting our businesses in order so that we're running real businesses that are capable of, getting the credit we need to level the playing field. So if you're interested in the webinar, make sure you go to bit.ly/BizCredit2022. We had a phenomenal meeting this Saturday. This next one is coming up on Saturday. Don't miss the opportunity to play in the big game. And the big game goes beyond, to me, the Super Bowl. We've got to work on making sure. And where's that all of us have an attitude come from? Maybe I have an attitude because you're not paying me fairly. See, what it is you want to sit up and do whatever you want to the Black woman, and you think she should shut up and take it. You want to talk about us like we crazy, call us fat, ugly, nappy-headed, dumb. You want to do all of that. And then when we say, I'm not going to put up with that, oh, now we're angry. Now we're not good team players. How many of you have heard that at your job before? Say me. Now we're not good team players. Now we're causing a disruption. So is that the case? Or is it that I'm just not going to let you sit back and talk to me any kind of way? And I think it's the latter. And Joanne, here's the thing. Joanne said they don't want us to be aggressive, trying to move to the next ladder, to the next level. We need to be moving out. You tired of my attitude? You don't like my ways? Let me get out of here and run my own business. Let me get out of here and make my own way. And then you figure out how to do your job without me. And even those of us that have a business, if we're not able to get the funding we need to move that business to the next level so that ultimately we can quit that job for good. I mean, it's just so much for us to learn. And the only way for us to learn is we're going to have to stick together. That's it. So the link to the credit webinar is bit.ly/bizcredit 2022. I am going to work on Black women and money for Black History Month. I think it's an amazing opportunity to level the playing field, because they got us thinking that they out here doing something special. And the truth be told, they just know more about money than we know. They got us thinking that it's an intellect issue. And to be honest, all of us are more than smart enough. As a matter of fact, if we wasn't smart, they wouldn't be stealing our ideas all the time. And the truth is that they've been stealing from African-American people for a long time. We don't have confidence in our ideas, and we fool around, tell our idea to Bob or Bill, and Bob go out and make $1 million with our idea. So it's time for us to get some confidence about ourselves. It's time for us to learn how to play the game of money. Time for us to stop sitting to the side and waiting on somebody to confirm our greatness. The Most High already confirmed how great we are. He did. Hey, good morning, Monique. So who else are we waiting for? We shouldn't be waiting on anybody. We shouldn't. Thank you, Verlin, for sharing. So I am going to put together a whole Black Women and Money series for Black History Month. I was already looking. Good morning, Vicky. I was already looking to doing a Year of the Woman event for Women's History Month. But it's time for women to know that we're really the backbone. We are really the grits in the shrimp and grits. Thank you, Monique, for sharing. We are really the bee's knees. And even though we're totally different body sizes, skin colors, backgrounds, they got to stop lying on Black women. And we've got to stop accepting the lie. We've got to stop embodying the lie that we're not good enough to run our own business. We run our own households. Of course, we're good enough to run our own businesses. We run other people's businesses. So, of course, we're smart enough to run our own businesses. We've just got to get to the point of the things that we do for other people, we are willing to do for ourselves without fear of failure. We got to get to that point where we say, okay, if I can go to this job 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, I can work in my business 8 hours a day, 12 days a week, and not just have the same result, but possibly even have a better result. But until we believe that, no one else can. We are our own first believers. We got to stop waiting on the world to confirm us. I'm going to be honest, y'all. Can I tell y'all something? I think that many of us are scared of our greatness. Come on now. Many of us are so afraid of what would happen if we just took the brakes off. How many of you feel that? Good morning, Dolores. How many of you have ever thought about what if I just stop playing small? What if I get out here and give this everything I got at 100% every single day? What is that going to look like? How would my life change? And I think we don't challenge ourselves because we're afraid of the answer, not the failure, but the success. What would people say? We don't even know how it looked. But it's okay. We just got to know that it looks better than what we have going on now. We have to know that it looks better than anything that we could possibly imagine. And then it's up to us to go. And I'm not going to say and not be afraid. I'm going to say go afraid. I just shared with my mentees a clip from me speaking at the Lighthouse Church back in 2016. And I talked about fear and why we have to prioritize our fear. I'll give you an example. A lot of times we say we're afraid of failure. But in actuality, it's worse if we stay where we are. It is the equivalent of coming out of a burning building on the 3rd floor. I may jump and hurt myself, But if I know if I stay here, I'm going to die. Some of us have gotten that far that we know that we got to do something different. And we know we don't have much time. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. But if you've not already registered for that free Saturday, bit.ly/bizcredit 2022, we're going to be teaching you the business of business credit. Why is it so critical to your transition? Whether you're looking to grow your business, whether you're looking to start or build a business. Good morning. Good morning, Pratina. So, yep, I am going to do that whole Black History Month for women. And make sure you register for the webinar Saturday so that you can learn how to free yourself first financially and then physically. Love you guys. See you later today.